Hi, everyone, and thank you for being a part of Wednesday's show. It is the 14th day of February. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. The last thing I did for running out the door this morning was grab something red, to which is lying over here. Not ironed, not ready, and not enough time to put it on, so that's just been the day. Not even been out of this office today, I don't think, to be honest, and just been a busy one. As well as it has been another, or will be another day of reporting news that I would rather not, from not just here but elsewhere. Local headlines in just a few moments. That will also include coverage of the City Council meeting for the City of Paintsville and the Johnson County Episcopal Court. We'll pick out a couple of important topics of discussion there, and of course we'll talk about another serious arrest making Magoffin County news, and another sign of the times that we'll leave the commentary alone. Kansas City Police, just a quick national headline that I wanted to pass along to you, have confirmed at least one death, maybe up to 15 injured after a shooting earlier today during a time of celebration for the parade for the Kansas City Chief Champions. Kansas City Police confirmed earlier today the shooting took place around 2 o'clock somewhere near Union Station parking garage. There were, again, number of gunshots, a dozen, maybe well more, that were heard. You can actually, if you can, go online to some of the social media or other networks, and there was actually video of some of the bystanders there to celebrate peacefully apprehending one of the suspects themselves as he was fleeing police after being involved in a shooting. Dramatic footage and a terrible, terrible situation and event to take place yet again in our country. With that said, we'll get to local headlines, an update on an arrest of a Magoffin County man last night, serious sex-related charges and crimes, and I'll have other news again as well, some more announcements, and a new thing or two on the calendar, and a cold front cometh weather-wise.
Cooked cabbage is back at your Sagersville Lee's, and so is the low-carb plate. I mean, yes, you can call it a low-carb plate because it is. There's barely any carbs in it, but it's also one of the tastiest meals we've got. And the healthiest, low-carb or not. With juicy roast strips, our famous green beans, and yes, that tasty cooked cabbage. A taste and flavor all its own, and only at your Sagersville Lee's.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away. You've seen the forecast, right? You know what season it is, so it is time to get ready. With New Year deals that are worth up to $200 off a new set of tires, and get your car running like new with only a $35 state-of-the-art computer diagnosis, and save all the payments for later with 6 months same as cash at Conley Tire and ConleyTire.net.
The Kentucky State Police Electronic Crimes Unit, assisted by other troopers, were in Magoffin County last night at a residence on Burning Fork, where they took into custody a Magoffin County man now facing 4 serious charges: distribution of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor under the age of 18, 2 counts of possession related to the same type of matter, one with the victim under the age of 12, one under the age of 18, and sexual crimes against animals.
The first supporting document is the arrest citation by Trooper Dials with KSP, the Electronic Crimes Division, which details that at about 8:30 last night, 42-year-old Kent Simpkins of Sagersville was arrested on the before-mentioned charges, saying that as part of an online undercover internet crimes against children investigation, it was discovered that someone had uploaded a video of a minor in a sexual performance. And from the investigation, they got a search warrant for Simpkins and his residence, and they interviewed him, and he admitted to operating the account that was used to upload the material. The citation says that Simpkins also admitted to seeing material of underage minors that were being shared by other users. And as part of the investigation, troopers say that a video was found of Simpkins' dog engaged in a sexual act with him, to which he also admitted to. They executed a search warrant for he and his residence. They found equipment used to facilitate the crime seized, and it was taken back to the KSP's forensic laboratory for investigation while the investigation is still ongoing. While the charges are all Class D felonies punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison, Simpkins was lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center and released on a $5,000 cash bond earlier today.
A couple of local governmental meetings to talk about tonight. Coverage first of the Paintsville City Council. We will start there, where they have now officially changed the meeting location, and I guess time, adjusting it by just a little bit. Same day for Paintsville City Council meetings for the future. They will now meet on the second Monday of each month at 4 o'clock, moving to the historic 404 in downtown Pikeville. They also, as well, took a vote on that. All voted in favor with the exception of Coach Belcher. There was an appointment to be made, at least a discussion. They considered making appointments to the newly formed Festival Commission. Members to that commission, that was tabled. The mayor had his 3 appointments ready. The tourism had 2, which had not been confirmed. I think the Chamber of Commerce had not submitted their 2 names to be added to the Festival Commission, so it was tabled. From there, they advertised for bids for a new 911 console. Of course, a centerpiece for what will be the new Johnson County Paintsville 911 Center, which is in the process of being relocated.
Gary, if you can explain to them what that is.
The current year application is open with the 911 Services Board in Frankfort. And our console, 2 permanent console positions are 20 years old. So they've got a lot of age on them. Now, our plans is, we're still going to have to move the old consoles to the new location. But if we can get awarded this grant through the 911 board, then we can come back and replace the 2. I wish it was so we had the new ones, but it didn't. The time element didn't work out there.
So we're going to go ahead and move the old ones out there to make the move. And we're going to apply for a grant to get new consoles, right?
McClure noted the move is going along quite well. They have had, of course, services being installed and connected from Foothills Communications, AT&T, and others. They hope to have an actual hard relocation date very soon. The new 911 center in Johnson County and Paintsville will be at the old tourism office there by the museum. A couple of other things the councilman brought up, perhaps dedicating or naming a road or street in honor of Chris Stapleton. And there was also some discussion about how other counties assess some $48 or so to property tax bills for individuals to help offset 911 costs, which are exorbitant for any county, and which, of course, like Johnson and Paintsville, are putting them in a deficit each and every month and year. Coverage of the Johnson County Fiscal Court next.
Regardless of what season it is, you can always find fan favorites of the Ville, Salyersville, at the seasonal shop. For the dudes, Duke and Cannon, Turn Rose, and more. And always something for all the Hornet fans. And for all the ladies, it's always Wildcat season, and it all changes daily. That's why you always have to make a stop at the seasonal shop just next door to Fraser's Prater Drug Store. The best place for all your prescription, over-the-counter, and Radio Shack needs, with some of the very best hometown lunch specials and treats. They're a pair like you can find nowhere else but in Salyersville. Salyersville National Bank hopes to help you start the new year with financial freedom and peace of mind. From new services like Apple and Google Pay with your debit card, to their more than century of being dedicated to being your personal or business banking institution, they're here for you with digital, phone, or in-person banking at both locations.
Judge McKenzie making a couple of announcements during night before last regular meeting of the Johnson Fiscal Court. The Johnson Central High School FFA has their strawberries on sale. The Solid Waste Commission has their entries now available for kids in grades K through 12 for the anti-littering art contest. They're due March 8th, that being the entries, as well as announcing the 12th annual, way to go, Van Leer Chili Cook-Off coming up in not so long, March the 2nd, in Van Leer, Rook Tournament, a lot of prizes and a lot more. They also approved several engineering contracts, beginning with one for a sewer expansion project on Route 40, some more than $2.5 million, 90% paid by outside funding sources, with the Paintsville Utilities and Johnson County Fiscal Court splitting the remaining 10%.
This is a sewer project, a sewer expansion project that is for Route 40 from the Paintsville Lake entrance to just beyond the spillway area, extends sewer service to that area. It also extends sewer service from the Rock House area to the Lee's Trailer Court. This was a project that was projected to be a $2.6 million project. We've received approval from ARC for funding for this project with a 10% match. The 10% match is going to be made in partnership, half fiscal court, half Paintsville Utilities, in order to complete the project. We put out a request for proposals. We received a proposal from Bocook Engineering. We reviewed that proposal and you all voted to award that to him, and this is the contract associated with it. So it's advertise, receive the proposals, score the proposals, approve the contractor or the one who submitted the proposal for it, and then in turn do the contract. This contract has been provided by Bocook, reviewed by our staff. Also, it's been forwarded on to USDA. USDA is the administrator for this project for ARC.
The court also awarded another engineering. After awarding that one, the court also awarded another engineering services contract for another sewer project, the Route 23 North Sewer Project, which extends from the foot of Turner Branch Hill to W.R. Castle. And they also approved a Phase 1 feasibility study and preliminary design project, if you will. This for the Country Music Highway Museum and Meeting Space expansion that they are hoping to be able to secure funding for, recognizing that they need more room. They already have many more artists than they have space for exhibits, and they know that that number is always growing with the wonderful talent we have here in Eastern Kentucky, and they're hoping to expand, again, the meeting and exhibit and other space in the museum. Again, a feasibility study, the first step in that direction.
Here's tonight's calendar, brought to you, of course, as always, by your local Farm Bureau office and your McGoffin County agent, Doug Green.
First off, I have a happy anniversary wish to be made tonight in honor of Becky and David Wheeler. Happy 36th anniversary. Mom and Dad and family wish to wish you the happiest of anniversaries. A reminder, tomorrow is Commodity Day at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. If you can come down in the morning, spend a few hours, you, at some point in this life or after, somewhere will have to be rewarded for your efforts, because it is a wonderful service that you can help provide. If you've got some time to help donate, please go down and do so. And a reminder to all clients, a household income guideline application has to be completed. All clients need to do a new application. And another worthy cause, certainly, giving blood. And the next McGoffin County Community Blood Drive is coming up Friday, not this Friday, but the following, the 23rd, at Sagersville First Baptist Church over on Dixie Avenue, 1 to 5 p.m. You can get online, KentuckyBloodCenter.org, and register. You can walk in as well. All those who do will get a super cool Be Humankind long sleeve tee for giving blood and saving, very likely, a life or lives. With that, and McGoffin County, of course, has a wonderful history of giving as much blood, and in many cases more so, than a lot of other areas, and we're very proud of that and hope it can keep going. When you have a calendar announcement, this is how you get on the show. You have one for the Independent, email that to heather@SagersvilleIndependent.com. By way of funeral service announcements for this Wednesday from Johnson County and Jones and Preston, 80-year-old Christine Kimbler of Paintsville passed away Tuesday, survived by a son, a daughter, 3 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. Services will be held this Friday morning at 11 from Jones and Preston Funeral Home Chapel. Friends can call on the Jones and Preston Funeral Home tomorrow from 5 to 8 and Friday from 9 in the morning until 11 o'clock for visitation. And 68-year-old Frankie Sue Akers of Lomansville passed away on Tuesday at Cabell Huntington, survived by a daughter, a sister-in-law, and a grandson. Services for Frankie Sue will be held Sunday at 2 from Jones and Preston Funeral Home. Visitation will be Sunday from 11 until time of service at 2.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Now let's talk about your weather for a few moments and your Licking Valley RECC 7-day. We've got a cold front coming, some other factors as well. Let's take a look at some current conditions that we've seen today. We're holding right now at the 6 o'clock hour at 53 degrees and falling. After topping out at 64 today was our high. Winds right around 3 miles per hour right now out of the east. Our biggest gust today was 3.5, so not much air moving out there. Humidity 51%, zero rain, of course. Sunrise 7:24 in the a.m. and sunset getting later every day at 6:11. Did I say cold front? I did. I did. Look at temperatures taking a swing here. Tonight's low pretty much will be our high for your Saturday from one end of your screen left to right to the other. 33 mostly clear degrees tonight and a northwesterly wind 5 miles per hour, so becoming calm. Tomorrow, a chance of sprinkles 3 or 4 o'clock or so, then a slight chance of rain, like say 20 and then 30%. From there on after 4 o'clock, clouds will be on the increase all day, breezy, winds up to 30 miles per hour or so at times out of the southwest. Again, precipitation chances are small, and they're not going to add up to much if we do see any, because I think we're talking like sprinkles on and off throughout much of the day, if that. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night, and again, winds still up to 18 or 20 late tomorrow evening. That's for your Thursday. Friday, we'll start off on that same mostly cloudy note, a 30% chance of rain up to around 2 o'clock or so. Then we'll see mostly cloudy skies and a minor wind 6 to 8. Friday night, though, a front comes and gives us chances of rain and maybe some snow, little or no accumulation expected. But Friday will top out at 46, snow and or freezing rain, and then maybe some snow on the back end, 28 degrees that night, winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour or so. Again, little or no ice, little or no snow accumulation expected as a cold front rolls through Friday night, leaving us Saturday with mostly clear and, partly sunny to start, 35, mostly clear that night, a low of 23. So cold but dry with a lingering chance of maybe a sprinkle or two that morning. Otherwise, a sunny day, a nice day for your Saturday. And it gets a little better for your Sunday. Second half of your weekend will add a few degrees up to 43. Sunny and breezy on your Sunday, but 43, 27. Your high, your low for the last half of the weekend. We're going to climb out of that cold front from the low 40s Sunday to upper 40s, maybe even 50 on your Monday. Sunny and a 20% chance of rain. We'll have to throw in there to cover our bases, and then we'll leave in there for the next couple of days. 49 Monday and some sunshine. Tuesday, 54, some sunshine. Wednesday, I'm not going to be surprised if we don't crack the 6-0 and have some more sunshine above and some slight rain chances to linger. winter's not over. It's not in your next Wednesday forecast, but we'll see what's next after that.
That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Happy Valentine's Day to you all, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for watching.